Just got the news I've been made #1 in the WBC rankings, mandatory for the WBC World title. I'll be watching Barrios versus Garcia closely. I want the winner early next year.
Yup. The 63rd annual WBC convention just went down yesterday, my friends, and we got ourselves ridiculous amount of fight announcements. But there's one that I want to specifically talk about for this video, okay? We all know Ryan Garcia, who's only competed in the 147-pound division one time in his career against Rolando Romero, will be taking on and getting an automatic title shot against Barrios February 21st for his WBC title. All right? Well, lately, a lot of people have been trying to figure out who is going to be the next opponent. Is it going to be Devin the Dream Haney? Is he going to fight the winners out of Ryan Garcia and Barrios, a possible unification bout? Is it going to be Rolando Romero, a possible unification bout with that man for the WBA title strap? Nope. Guess what the WBC has done? You're talking about a fighter in Conor Benn, who's coming off 2 back-to-back fights against Chris Eubank Jr. Before that, not, fighting a couple times, but not competing since 2022 in the 147-pound division. Yup, right? This man has not competed in the 147-pound division since 2022. And Mauricio Sulaiman, the president of the WBC, has ordered Conor Benn will be facing, and is the mandatory, to fight next between the winners out of Barrios and Ryan Garcia. Yup, just like that. Now, in my opinion, my friends, it's a great fight. We just had, we just seen pictures of Chris Eubank Jr. looking like he's almost gonna die. It was difficult for Chris Eubank Jr. to make the weight. But also in the second fight and in the first fight, they weren't easy fights. Conor Benn was landing his punches. Now, I know, of course, dehydration causes this and all that, but at the end of the day, who were you fighting? You were fighting against Conor Benn. So Conor Benn put Chris Eubank Jr. in the hospital. To hear that his next fight is going to be the winners out of Ryan Garcia and Barrios, it gets me excited, bro. It gets me excited because Conor Benn, recently competing in the 160-pound division. Ryan Garcia has only fought one time in the 147-pound division. Barrios coming off back-to-back draws against Ramos and Manny Pacquiao. Makes for a great fight. All right, the winners out of Ryan Garcia and Barrios, whoever wins that fight, is basically introducing Conor Benn to the 147-pound weight class once again. Is he going to be big for the weight? Right? Having just competed at 160, coming in the next days at 167 pounds, almost 170? I don't know. But one thing that I do know is that this fight will be scheduled early 2026. So Ryan Garcia and Barrios are fighting February 21st. Of course, they're probably going to get a 1-month break. This fight could be happening sometime in June. Could be happening sometime even in July. Okay? It's a great fight, but I feel bad for anybody who was ranked in the 147-pound division by Ring, WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO, because just like that, Conor Benn has shot to the top. And I know it's going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. The WBC just stripping Terrence Bud Crawford for $300,000, not wanting to pay, the fees and stuff. It is what it is, my friends, but I know a lot of people out there are chewing out Mauricio Sulaiman for the decisions he's made, and I could understand why fighters in the 147-pound division will feel some type of way. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, my friends. Breaking news, Conor Benn will be facing the winners out of Ryan Garcia versus Barrios 2026, my people. Wow.